Okay, let's talk about my author journey and how I went from being a successful full time author to where I am now, which is kind of in between. So, really quickly, pandemic hit. I set out to learn to program. I started writing programming books. I started doing really well. Those books sold amazingly well without any advertising or effort. Because in the beginning of COVID, everyone was looking to code. But since I grew up with learning HTML and CSS on MySpace, learning C and C++ in school, and my brother being a programmer, I picked it up a little bit more easily. So, right place, right time. Was making anywhere from 100 to 400 a week consistently. And I thought I'd get into fiction because I didn't really want to do web development. I wanted to get into game development, but lacked the art skills to do game art. Realized I just wanted to tell a story. So then I published a couple books, and I accidentally deleted the email attached to my KDP platform and all my social medias. 2 years worth of work undone. Restarted all my socials, went full force with 5 different TikTok accounts and 2 different YouTubes. Got one of the YouTubes to hit monetization requirements. Started a Buy Me a Coffee blog, which is basically the same thing as a Patreon, by the way, link in profile. And went on to sell just short of 400 books of my first book, A New Sky, and around 40 copies of my second book, The Lost City, its sequel. So I published this book, then this book. Coming up next in June is this book. This book will be coming out in May, which obviously kind of explains itself. Now that I am finally caught up with my previous platform, I'm going to take a break from this because I've read those books hundreds of times. I am going to write a standalone book unrelated to my main book series, which will be this book. Gods of the Abyss is going to be a psychological sci-fi thriller where Kyle, a Christian conservative, finds himself on an alien spaceship with absolutely no explanation, with his only companion being a tortoiseshell house cat. The other life forms on board don't even acknowledge his existence. It'll depict his journey where he gradually becomes more and more insane, and for some reason, whenever he dies or tries to kill himself, that cat brings him back to life. And this book will become my forever series. Every book after this will be written in relation to this book series. Because as it turns out, they are at the event horizon of a black hole. And after tens of millions of years, Kyle figures out that they are basically the stewards of the universe that make sure everything, the laws of physics, go a certain way. And what does Kyle, the white cis man, do? He figures out a way to fuck it up for everybody. And so, every subsequent book in the series will be in a universe devised by a madman.